Hi, it's Catherine from Integrated Men's Health Solutions. Today I'm going to talk to you about porn addiction. I want to talk to you about what it is, some of the bold statements that I've been making around it, some of the disagreements that people are having with me around it, some examples, I guess, of client scenarios, and what the symptoms are of a porn addiction. Okay, so a porn addiction, by my definition, and you can read my ebook, I can send you a free copy. You just need to comment below and I'll send you the link. The definition, or the formula that I use in my practice, is that if the amount of times that you are masturbating equals the amount of times that you're watching porn, then you have a porn addiction. It can be once a week, it can be 5 times a week, it can be once a month. If you are only masturbating once a month and you are using porn every single time, then according to me, you have a porn addiction. Now, there are some variations on this, of course. For example, if you are watching porn 3 or 4 times a week, but you're masturbating every single day, that's 7 times, then the formula doesn't apply, of course, but you still have a porn addiction. So it's a reliance on porn to get erect, to get off, to fill a void, to sort out your anxiety. It's almost like guys are using it as medication or a pill. Men are masturbating and watching porn, as soon as they woke up. Throughout the day, they're watching it in their cars, they're watching it at work, maybe not on the computer, but on their phones, on their lunch breaks. They are watching it, before they go to bed to get to sleep at night. They're watching it after they've had sex. They're watching it before gym. They're watching it for tension release, stress release, anxiety release, you name it, boredom, hangovers. They are all the reasons why men are watching porn. I hear it every single day, and it is in my survey and in my ebook, so you can actually see the percentages. There are more survey results that I need to launch, but that will come soon in my next ebook. Okay, so that's what a porn addiction is. The way that it affects guys, and I know most of you believe that a porn addiction is laughable, that you don't even understand or believe that you can be addicted to porn. You might use it in terms, you might hear people say, oh, he's hooked on porn, but you'd never say that he has a porn addiction because it sounds a very technical, medical, situation. So I understand that, but I can tell you right now, all the symptoms that you'll be experiencing will show up if you have a porn addiction, and is the very first thing that I look at when people say to me that they are tired, that they have low energy. Most guys that have a porn addiction or watch porn regularly have a low energy level of around 4 to 6 out of 10. You have no energy, no motivation, no creativity. You will be experiencing some form of impotence. So whether you can't get it up at all or you can't maintain erections during sex, you won't be having morning erections. You will can't maintain erections during sex. You might have premature ejaculation. That's a whole other thing on the other end of the scale. You might not be able to have an orgasm at all with a woman. You'll be disconnected when it comes to sex. You'll be unsatisfied after you actually have sex or watch porn. And that is all because you have a brain addiction. That's what porn addiction is. It's a neural addiction. When you start watching porn, the brain produces a whole lot of chemicals and all the happy hormones and floods the body and the brain with these happy hormones and chemicals. The same thing doesn't happen when you just masturbate, right? So there's a big difference between masturbation on its own and masturbating with porn, or just watching porn without masturbating. So these chemicals are produced, and what happens is the brain has to rewire itself to accommodate for all these extra chemicals that you're flooding Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, normally when guys start first watching porn, it's a thrill and it's exciting and it's new and it's adventurous. Now, you can be 15 doing that, or you can be 32. It doesn't matter. The brain gets addicted within a week. That's when the addiction is born, way back when you were 15. It's not now. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just means that your brain thinks it's on crack. It's exactly the same as a drug addiction is what happens to the brain with porn addiction. So it affects your whole system. It doesn't just affect your penis and because the desensitization and overstimulation is what affects the penis. But this brain addiction means that you've actually got some brain damage there, if you want to use that word loosely, where the decision-making part of the brain is actually affected. I know plenty of men who have done my survey that have had financial problems, trouble focusing at work, losing jobs, changing jobs all the time, frustrated and angry. They've got anxiety, depression, and anyone that had a mental health issue prior, this will send them into a really, really low place if you've got a porn addiction. So there's lots and lots of the symptoms there that a lot of people will say, oh, well, that's just mental illness, or that's just masturbation on its own, or that's just, you know, people working too hard or whatever. It's actually not, and I see it every single day, and this is why I specialize in it, and this is why the treatment is, you know, effective, and that's why I'm really proud of what I do. So it's also expelling your sexual energy, and because watching porn drains your life force energy. Life force energy is also known as chi, jing, pranic energy, sexual energy, kundalini, or life force energy, and it runs up your spine and throughout your body. And when you watch porn, it depletes it. When you ejaculate, it depletes it. So you've got a massive, massive drain happening here. And the men that I work with that watch porn, which is the majority of them, when they come in for the first time, their energy is so low. They're like an empty vessel. I can't feel their energy whatsoever when I'm working on them, and it's like I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel. That's where they're sitting, and like I'm really, really high up here because of the work that I do on myself. Once the sexual energy then starts to return, because the brain's rewiring itself and everything is starting to turn back to normal, if you like, with the erection issues and everything, the energy picks up and up and up and up, and it's just the most amazing thing in the world. You become creative, you become more motivated, you've got more energy. It's really, really cool. So that's a porn addiction. Stay tuned for my next couple of videos, and I'll be explaining a bit more about how it all works and how my treatments work. See ya. Bye.